Students, today's session discuss unit 2 will be started. Already known for important, it's also inorganic basis, most of that lesson discussed, but now only importance and easily your memory very important part will be the unit 2 quantum mechanical chemistry discuss. And the quantum numbers very important for electrons based. So electrons in an atom can be characterized in set of 4 quantum numbers. One, principal quantum number, and second, azimuthal quantum numbers, and magnetic quantum numbers, and last one, spin quantum numbers. So first you will be consider principal quantum numbers and azimuthal quantum numbers. You will be work out for the before session and depth well. So n equal to 1 2 3 4. The cell of KLM and cell electrons is will be donated from, and formula is a 2n squared. You will be deeply, and next depth you will be discussed for the principal quantum numbers and compared to the azimuthal quantum numbers. One session will be discussed compared to KLM and cell and SPDF cells is also depth discussed for the older session. And now session will be this is a principal quantum number. How many electrons is a K cell? 2 electrons, L cell 8 electrons, M cell 18 electrons, N cell 32 electrons. In the subcells of SPDF orbital, as azimuthal quantum numbers is L equal to will be donated to started to the 0 to 1 2 3. The formula is 2 into 2L plus 1. So S orbital 2 electrons, P orbital 6 electrons, D orbital 10 electrons, F orbital 14 electrons. Next will be the spin of orientation of compared to the azimuthal quantum number is the based on the magnetic quantum. So directly they are discussed for the magnetic quantum is also diamagnetic, paramagnetic consider, but the orbital based the magnetic quantum numbers for orientations of electrons. There is the position orientations of angles. So S orbitals L equal to 0 substitute, the orientation is called 0. So S orbital is the spherical shape, and consider P orbital L equal to 1. So 1 you will be apply. 3 orientations is also very important. 3 example like that, 2 into 2 1 plus 1, and next will be the 6 electrons will be answer. So 3 orientation will be the outermost subcells. Will be the 3 orientation is the 2p orbital will be started. So mention of first orientation 2px, second orientation 2py, third orientation 2pz. Next will be the orientations of the apply. First one is also -1, 0 and plus 1. It will be depth for next spin quantum numbers, and the d orbitals will be considered L equal to 2. Will be the 5 orientations. So -2 plus 1, sorry, -1 0 plus 1 plus 2. So 5 subcell box already known, and every subcells box name is a axis of graphical axis. This 3D xy, 3D yz, 3D zx, 3D x squared minus y squared, and 3D squared. So remember that S orbital will be substitute the 0. The orientation functions is called 0, as also functions is one subcell. It will be considered P orbitals 3 orientation, and 3 orientation is also 2px, 2py, and 2pz. So -1 0 plus 1. D orbitals is also L equal to 2. If for apply 10 electrons possible every subcell 2, so 5 subcells, so 5 orientation, -2 -1 0 plus 1 plus 2, 5 orientation. And F orbitals is L equal to 3, 7 orientation, -3 -2 -1 0 1 2 3. So 7 subcell. And spin quantum numbers, the spin quantum numbers are spin of the electrons, 2 possible, 1 clockwise and anti-clockwise. So most of students like that the cricket, so a spherical shape of the ball. So inner side of empty of air. So you'll be is about the air is also top to bottom, easily spring it. So spin is also one clockwise and anti-clockwise consider. It will be like that, the off spin or leg spin consider. So will be upside use the functions of clockwise and leg side uses of anti-clockwise is a clockwise and anti-clockwise of spin quantum numbers. The same electrons represented from the directions is called clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. And next will be that value of magnetic quantum numbers equal to the minus of and plus of is considered. Next will be important, the 4 quantum numbers apply to very important uses for electronic configuration. And next, shape of orbitals. So will be discussed now only S and P orbitals, and depth information discussed next classes. So shape of S orbital is the spherical shape. Will be consider of graphical axis x and y. The spherical shape is the most of electrons is also center of the point is the 1s orbital. Compared to the 2s orbitals is also inner of 1s orbitals. And the 2s orbital is the 2s orbitals. 1s already completely filled, 2s completely filled. The intermediate space, the electron do not present of the energy is called node. So 2s orbital will be the 1 node. So compared to the 3s orbital, it will be the 2 node. Center one will be complete, another one will be that the intermediate space is called 2 node. 3s orbital 2 node. In the electrons energy do not represented the intermediate sphericals. So like that the in your book, and clearly picture is present in your book and verified, and that the intermediate space is called node. So 2s orbitals, 1 node. And there will be exam question paper, 1s orbital no node, only spherical shape, fully electrons represent is the cell. And compared to the 2s orbital 1 node, 3s orbital 2 node, 4s orbital 3 nodes is also present on the s orbitals. Compared to the p orbitals, so 3 orientation, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Alpha principle is will be common used of 2p, common used of 2p. And next you will be consider the same like that. So 2px, 2py, 2py and 2pz like that. There is a clover leaf shaped. Compared to that 2px, 2py, 2pz is like the orientation function. Sorry student, this is wrong. The 2px will be work out for that 2px, 2py will be considered, and 2pz the first will be work out for students. This is the 2px orbital, 2py orbital, 2pz orbital. It will be considered is the x axis present, it will be the y axis the 2py is also x axis present, and the z axis present in these orbitals. It will be considered 2py, 2px and 2pz. The axial line is also present, it will be the 2px. This is also 3D orbitals will be worked. Sorry student, now also 2p orbitals. P orbitals is also 3 orientation, and this axial line functions of the electron donated from the center will be the decrease energy. Another axial positions is also angle of between the energy is also increasing of the y axis is the 2px, and the x axis energy is increased, center the energy will be decreased. So will be the 2px and 2py, and the four shapes and properties will be spdf orbital discussed for the next class for depth. And very important will be read and well electronic configuration. Thank you, students.